Howdy, folks. High value DMD. Don't just give me your subscription, but please let me earn it. Let me earn your like and let me earn your comment. Just got back from the gym doing some squats. I've kept up with my deadlift and my upper body, arms pretty well, but honestly, I have been neglecting legs. So I just wanted to ease my way back in on the squat rack, and I can feel it. I'm going to be hurting tomorrow and the next day. And I woke up to this morning to some news about Venezuela. If you've seen the news, you have seen that the U.S. military has conducted airstrikes, attack helicopters doing their thing in Caracas, Venezuela. And some Delta Force guys went in there and ripped Nicolas Maduro and his wife, ripped them straight out of bed. That's what the news said. They put him and his wife in a helicopter, then got him on a ship to go up to New York, apparently to stand trial for who knows, who really knows why we're in Venezuela, right? We can only speculate. The official narrative, people have said, they're narco-terrorism, cartel activity, drugs. Pam Bondi at the DOJ was saying how he's in possession of machine guns and all this stuff, right? Violating ATF laws. Maybe he's got a cartel in the U.S. and they have machine guns. I don't know, man. I don't know. It could be they need oil to fight China, go to war with China. But bottom line is, I was thinking about this, and we can speculate. We can have all types of theories about it. We can have an opinion on if that should be done, if we should be intervening in another country in that way or not. But this is something you can take away from it, is I can almost guarantee you, I would be willing to put $5,000 down on a bet that said that there was not one single female that was involved in that operation to go snatch the president of Venezuela out of wherever he was, out of his sleep, and then take him to the United States. There was not one single female. All right. It was masculine men, ball sacks hanging. They went in there, dude, with their night vision on, with their lasers, D-balls or whatever they call them, the D-ball, the PEC 15 on their AR-15. Dude, and they went in there and took care of business, dude. It was dudes in these Chinook helicopters, these attack helicopters, Apaches, whatever they were. It was dudes calling in fire from the ships, the destroyers, whatever, into Caracas, man. And there's something to be said about that. And you know who gave the order to do it? It was President Trump. It was Pete Hegseth. Secretary of State Marco Rubio was probably involved in that discussion too. It was all dudes, man. It was all dudes that were deciding to wage this warfare. Decided to go in there and take out this guy apparently violating human rights. But again, I can't think too much about that. Like the aura of this. Consider the aura. It's almost like things are resetting to the natural order of things. Imagine if Kamala Harris was in office, man, it'd just be, the estrogen would be out of this world. The femininity would be out of this world. Other nations would not be respecting my country of the United States as they are right now. And not long after that Venezuela thing, a reporter was asking Donald Trump about Colombia, and then President Trump, he starts piping off about the Colombian president, how they've been sort of piping off, maybe involved in drugs, and now he better be taking note of what just happened with President Nicolas Maduro. I can promise you, dude, that this energy, this heavy ball sack energy that is being projected, all these other nations have seen that. The whole world has seen this. And especially these lower tier nations, man, they better get in line, bro. They better really evaluate their standing with the U.S. if they're bad mouthing my country, because we have guys that can drop into your nation and rip your leader out of bed and take him to court 3 days later. I don't know if this speaks to the elite force that is the United States Special Forces community, or if this speaks to like how abysmal the Venezuelan military is. I don't know. But it's insane, dude. Young guys, they're looking for stuff like this, man. There's dudes that, masculinity has been completely trampled on, has been made fun of. Dudes have been like squashed for wanting to be dudes, right? All this femininity, all this estrogen is being pushed on us. Heck, I've heard that there's xenoestrogens and microplastics in the water making us gay. I'll just say it, making us gay. And it's refreshing to when you wake up and you see some serious business going down, man. Something serious is happening, right? To make people stand up a little straighter. And maybe that they would be interested in joining the military, right? Because we just went a couple years ago from transgenders getting free surgeries and all this stuff in the military. You had like the what was it, like the Public Health Service Corps or whatever, had some tranny admiral or whatever. You're going from that to this, dude. It's refreshing. Young men need to see that. They need to see some leadership. They need to sense that there's something serious going on, right? And I think that energy is just good for the soul. It is good to reset young men's minds. Maybe they can, and they're scrolling in their brain rot, in their 6-7 nonsense. They can scroll down and then they see that. They see some business. They see some helicopters flying into Caracas. Laying down the hate, dude. Laying a little bit of hate. So that's something that you can take away from this, man. You could spend, and I spent a little bit of time with a guy I know, and we did the doom thing, right? We were wondering, who's behind this? What nation might be behind this or pushing us to do this? Or, we're starting foreign wars or whatever. And you can do that. You can do that, and there's a time to do that. For sure. There's a time to question things. But you can at least be a recipient of the aura that is coming off of this, man. You can let that glaze you and wash over you and maybe heal your soul a little bit. And then I want you to take that aura and you go to the gym, get some squats in. Go and get a deadlift in, man. Get some heavy weight on that bar and deadlift. And don't think about anything. Don't think about the economy. Don't think about how all women are liberal, or you can't get a date off of social media apps or dating apps or whatever have you. Just go to the gym. Think about President Maduro getting dragged out of bed by these operatives, these operators, these professional tier 1 operators, and rip some deadlift, dude. And feel good about yourself. Feel good about yourself today. That you are a man and that you can be masculine. You can do some serious stuff like this. Man, it's a good day to be an American. I'm sitting right here looking out over the El Paso border, looking down into Mexico, and I'm wondering, are they next? Is Mexico next? Because Trump has said a couple of things about incursions into Mexico if all this nonsense doesn't stop. So I'm just going to enjoy this daylight a little bit more, and I'm going to leave you here. So I hope I earned your subscription. I hope I earned your like, and I hope I earned your comment. Let me know what you think below. Until next time.